And just like that, viewers have vented their fury over Carrie Bradshaw's actions when she discovered Mr. Big slumped on the floor after suffering a heart attack. Fans of the show have questioned why Sarah Jessica Parker's character laid him on his side, half under the shower, and kissed him instead of alerting emergency services. Viewers believe had Carrie reacted quicker and called 911, she may have been able to save Mr. Big's life, as their 15th-floor penthouse is just an 8-minute drive from Lenox Hill Hospital. In the scenes which shocked fans, Carrie's longtime love and husband, John James Preston, otherwise known as Mr. Big, Chris Noth, collapsed from a heart attack after working up a sweat on one of Peloton's exercise bikes at the end of episode 1. He was unable to call emergency services himself after dropping his phone in the shower. Arriving back home from a piano recital for Charlotte's daughter, Carrie is horrified to find Mr. Big laying on the bathroom floor, and proceeds to comfort him in his final moments before slipping away and dying. Vulture went on to analyze Mr. Big's final moments and if his untimely death could have been prevented by speaking to Daniel Luger, a cardiologist at Chicago's Rush University Medical Center. When asked if it was possible for Mr. Big to be conscious for around 30 minutes after having the heart attack, while Carrie rushed across San White to get back home, Dr. Luger replied, "Very much so." He went on, "This is her fault." Without trying to point a finger at her, "This is absolutely the fault of, what's her name? She needed to do CPR." This is a PSA, if you see somebody lose consciousness, the first thing you do is feel for a pulse. If there's no pulse, you call EMS and start chest compressions without delay. You can definitely save people's lives that way. He didn't need to die. This is a travesty. The doctor said how if Mr. Big had made it to hospital or if EMS was at his side, they could absolutely shock him out of that rhythm, and it was a very treatable problem and he had medical care. And viewers echoed Dr. Luger's professional opinion on Twitter. One viewer wrote, "When I was having what felt like a heart attack, I was so lucky I wasn't in a situation where calling 911 for help was not possible, like for instance if I had been married to Carrie Bradshaw." While a different fan chimed, "Why didn't Carrie call 911, get the aspirin, get the nitro, anything to try to save him?" The length of time she just stood there was agonizing. A third typed, "I was screaming at the screen," while a different viewer added, "Look, it's not Peloton's fault that Carrie doesn't know how to dial 911 or do chest compressions." Another fan wrote, "I thought I was the only one screaming 911 at the screen." It comes after the creator of the Sex and the City reboot series and Just Like That explained the shocking death of one of the show's long-running characters, and why a real Peloton stationary bike was used in the death scene. Series developer Michael Patrick King revealed the idea around killing Mr. Big off so early on was to give the show a new look and feel, which includes doing the unexpected through the perspective of Carrie. Dying was the origin story, King confessed Vanity Fair, adding, "Nobody wanted to come back if, the show, was not going to be different. When I told Chris that Mr. Big dies in the first episode, he definitely knew it wasn't going to be the same. And we had to talk about it," King confessed. He really wanted to talk about why hashtag and what it does for this series. The more we talked about it, the more he understood that it was for Carrie, and Carrie's storyline is it's better to have loved and lost than never have loved at all.